My birth story was only part of the struggle. My pregnancy was not anything like I had imagined. I struggled with pregnancy sinusitis. I literally cried every single day, multiple times a day in my third trimester. I had never had a major surgery before. I felt like that was the worst possible outcome. Is it my fault that I wasn't able to have the natural birth that I wanted? I was like, wow, okay, this is how it feels to be a complete beginner.
Action.
Go, Cousin.
Okay, cousin.
It's your birthday.
Let's go.
Is he gonna move?
Yeah. Go, Cousin. It's your birthday. We go party like it's your birthday. So I thought I was gonna have a all natural birth that is inevitable or whatever. Wow, that's a progress.
What?
I can lift my legs up by myself.
It felt like trauma. I know so many women have had more difficult births, but for me, in my state, I felt like that was the worst possible outcome. I struggled and struggled and struggled during my 30-hour labor. I had originally planned to have a natural birth. I had it all set up and we were at a birthing center and I even had the tub, I had the ambiance, I had everything you would dream for in a birth. And yet, I was struggling with back labor. And at one point I was like, I literally thought to myself, am I gonna die? And I heard before in my preparation for birth that when you feel like that, that's probably when you're about to get ready to push. But when I was checked, I was still only 3 centimeters dilated. So as you can imagine, that was very discouraging and I felt like I wasn't able to carry on myself. So I had to go to the hospital. At that point, I decided, you know what, the baby, Kaizen, his heart rate was declining with the contractions. And I was like, you know what, I don't want to risk anything and I don't want my pride to get in the way of delivering a healthy baby. So I signed the papers to get the C-section and it was scary. It was so scary. I felt like that was the worst possible outcome until I heard my babies crying and everything. And I was like, you know what, it's all worth it. But afterwards, I still dealt with that struggle of, what if I had done things differently? Is it my fault that I wasn't able to have the natural birth that I wanted? And that was only part of it. I felt a little bit of shame, I would say, not only from my birth story, but from how much weight I had gained and how far I had let myself go. I felt just so sad that I was in this place. And I also felt like I was wearing a suit. I felt nothing like myself. I don't feel like myself inside. I don't feel like myself outside. My mental health wasn't the best. I just really was in a place of struggle. I can remember my husband, after many days of crying and feeling upset and just mentally not the greatest, him telling me, focus on one thing a day. Just really focus in on one thing that you can do for yourself. And once you've done that, great job. Congratulate yourself. Feel good about yourself. That is what's gonna get you one step closer every day to where you wanna be. I felt like a complete beginner. When I did that first lunge, I felt my pelvic floor just give out. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have to reteach myself how to exercise. And for me as a trainer, I had been a trainer before I went on this pregnancy journey. I was like, wow, okay, this is how it feels to be a complete beginner. And that's what sparked my inspiration to help beginners, because I know that we're not beginners just once on our life journey. We're beginners multiple times because of what life throws at us, because of what we put our bodies through. I have only over the past little while have started to see the light and started to really feel like myself again. And I know that if you're watching this, you're probably in that struggle. You're looking for answers. You're looking for reasons to hold on to hope that you too can achieve what you want to achieve, that you can feel like yourself again, that you can find yourself again. So I'm hoping that this story and that answering these questions are going to help you on your journey and help you feel a little bit more confident and a little less alone. I'm just going to pull up some questions that were asked for this Q&A because I want you to be a part of this. So somebody asked, how long did it take you to lose weight? And how long did you wait to start working out post C-section? So in the start, I worked on my pelvic floor after 8 weeks of recovery and did light work exercises. And it wasn't till about 10 to 12 weeks where I started to do a little bit more of add a little bit more impact in my workouts. If there were anything that I would change on my journey, it would be that I would give myself a little bit more grace on my journey, and I would allow myself to accept myself as soon as possible. Going through those stages of anger, shame, mental lowness, I'm happy that it all happened the way that it happened, because now I'm able to help and share with women how you can bring yourself out of a rut. My experience is exactly how my mom said it. It was an opportunity for me to show you that you're not alone and that you can do it, and that there's more to your wellness journey than just workouts, than just showing up for your workout. There's so much more to it. What did you do for your stretch marks? They vanished. And while it may feel like they vanished, I do wear a lot of high-waisted leggings. It is a trend right now, and I'm for it. It took me quite a long time for me to become used to my stretch marks and actually now be in a place where I love and I am so thankful for them. And I am so much more than what my body looks like. I am so much more than the marks on my body, and that the marks on my body, yes, they help me bring life into this world, but it is also a reminder that I am forever changed. I am not the same woman that I was before. And that's not a sad thing. That's something that I can be happy about, because I can work on becoming an even better, stronger version of myself, both mentally, physically, spiritually, in every aspect of my life. I see them as a reminder. I look down at them and I'm like, my body has changed, my health has changed, my mind has changed, and I'm happy about that. The thing that helped me keep the weight off best was routine. I found that after I had lost the weight after 8-9 months, I was in a place where I was so attached to my workout routine. Every day I would work out. And if I didn't work out, I felt like my mind would just be going crazy. My body would just be like, antsy. I would want to work out. I couldn't go 2-3 days without working out because I had built that consistency. And that's why in each and every one of my videos, I really heavily focus on consistency. If you can show up for yourself even 5 minutes a day, every day, that's better than coming and trying to do a 1-hour workout once a week. How did your sagging lower belly pooch go away? This is a great question. And it came not just from doing the workouts every day, it came from focusing also on healing my diastasis recti. Diastasis recti, for those of you who don't know, is where your abs separate. Almost every woman during pregnancy has ab separation, where the center of their abs separate because it's making room for the baby to grow. Now, some women, when they give birth, it comes right back together. If they have that muscle tone and they were working out during pregnancy, it makes it a little bit easier. But if they stay separated, you're always going to have that bulge, that extra sag, in addition to the fat that you gain during your pregnancy. So doing pelvic floor exercises, doing exercises that bring the abs back together, not apart, and being mindful of that when you're doing ab workouts, that's what's going to help you bring it back together and get that stomach appearance. I also had a really, really, really big belly with my son, and my skin stretched a lot. So I had a lot of overhanging skin, but I think because of my age and also genetics, I was able to bring that back, and through exercise. So not everyone is able to lose that sagging skin. I still have some extra skin that hangs, but that's okay. With my next pregnancy, I'll have that extra room. If you're starting your journey and you feel like you are stuck, you are unmotivated, you are in a place where you feel like you have to start all over again, and you feel worthless, you feel like you are so far from where you want to be, know first that you can do this. You can. It sounds so cliche to hear, but you can. First, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta know that you are worth it. You are worth putting in that effort. And my second piece of advice is to start very small. Start as small as you can. Start with something simple. Start with 5 minutes of taking time for yourself, just to be in a quiet space, to feel your emotions, to be where you're at right now, and make a routine. Find something small you can do, make a routine out of it, and build on that. As you build on that, and as you realize, okay, I can stay true to my word. I can show up for myself, even in these small things. You'll start to add and do bigger things and show up for yourself even more consistently. I feel like a lot of us make the mistake of trying to go in full force to do those 1-hour workouts, to eat perfectly day 1 to day 6, and then day 7 we mess up, or we feel like we are falling off and we're like, I might as well throw in the towel. Like, I've tried this so many times. Start small. And that's why I always say 5-minute workouts are effective, because you're building a routine. You're building a habit. You're starting to believe in yourself more and more. Your confidence is building, and you are able to see that, okay, I can do bigger things. I am worth this. I can stay true to my word, and I will show up for myself. And as that builds, you will get to where you want to be. No questions asked. If you're willing to start with the small things, be humble in your approach, you will get where you want to be. If you feel like this could help somebody on their journey and encourage maybe a new mom or somebody who is struggling to start again, share this video with them. You have no idea how it could impact their lives, what one small sentence could change the way they think of themselves. Share it with them. And if you're looking for some more guidance on how you can amplify your journey, both physically, mentally, spiritually, jump into my Grow with Jo app. That's the reason I created this app. It was for me to take all of these thoughts, all of these emotions, and put it into a tangible form that you can use daily to reach your goals. I love you guys so much, and I only hope the best for you. If you have more questions, reach out to me, send me a DM, send me an email. I am more than happy to connect with you and to help you on your journey.